Wonderful Tzadikim, Day 5, Sichlut HaLev, which translates as the mind relating to the heart. We had Binas HaLev, now we have Sichlut HaLev. It's interesting to note how Rashi, he writes that he doesn't know a distinction between Binas HaLev and Sichlut HaLev. It's important to recognize that throughout history, Baruch Hashem, we deepen our understanding, and through deepening our understanding, we can come out with greater distinctions. So when we spoke about Binas HaLev, what we are suggesting is that Binas HaLev is in the prat of your experience, that you are emotionalizing an experience, you're understanding something in its prat. Sichlut HaLev is understanding the klal. You get to understand now the bigger picture. You see something in the totality, in the wholeness of a davar. So for example, if you learn a daf of Gemara, so Binas HaLev is learning each and every sentence or each sugya within that daf. Sichlut HaLev is having the ability to look at the daf as one. So we're dealing with prat and klal. In Avodas Hashem, working from the perspective of Torah not just being information, yet it's as well transformation. Sichlut HaLev is having the ability to articulate, number one, what you are feeling. So we said emotionalizing your thoughts. So you have, Sichlut HaLev is having the ability to articulate in words what you are feeling. However, and as well, having to take that experience and transmutate that experience into other areas of your life. So what happens in Avodas Hashem? I can go to a chasna, and I can remember a Gemara, and I can meditate for a moment on that Gemara, and then I can dance to Mesameach the Chasna and Kala. I have an understanding heart, empathy, that I can take and transmutate an experience in the moment and really emotionalize it. But the question is, can I then mature in, number one, expressing my emotions, having the ability to talk out my emotions in words, and then thereafter, can I take that one experience, and when I'm feeling a bit low, can I reach back into that experience and take the prat of that experience and experience it, Sichlut HaLev, experience in other areas of my life? How can I do this? By stopping for a moment, by using your memory, going back to that experience, really feeling it, and then bringing out into other areas of your life. Sichlut HaLev, having the ability to not just emotionalize the experience, but two things. Part A is having the ability to share in words, to articulate what you experienced, and then having the ability to then transmutate that experience from one particular point into other areas. It's having a much deeper experience with yourself. I don't just experience an experience and it's left there. I have the ability to articulate that experience, to share what I've been feeling, what I've been going through, and then take it into the bigger area of my life. One day I'm feeling a little bit low, b'siyata d'shmaya, I can shift and change that experience to something else. And in my learning, it's going from Binas HaLev, prat, to klal. Sichlut HaLev, having the ability to understand the whole. And as well, Sichlut HaLev is having the ability to take one makor and shine it somewhere else. So Be'ezras Hashem for today, think about, number one, how you're feeling. Can you share? Can you explain how you are feeling? Can you talk about your emotions? Do you have a mastery over your emotions that you can share it with yourself or share it with others? And as well, do you have the ability in your learning to touch up the bigger picture of what you've learned? So if you've learned over this week 7 halachas, can you then bind it and share it as one? If you've learned a few dapim of Gemara, can you then bind it and express it as one? I hope for today we could be conscious practitioners of Sichlut HaLev, connecting the details to the whole, having the ability to have an experience, whenever it was, learn to go back to that experience and bring it into other areas of our life, and not allowing it just to stay in one area. Borrowing simcha, as Rabbi Nachman says, from the past, borrowing it even from the future, whatever it may be. May we be successful in today's avodah. May we be successful in all our endeavors.